After watching this video today, you are going to leave with at least one solid, certain way to cure your DPDR. Now, it might take time, but you're going to leave with at least one solid, proven way to cure it if you have DPDR. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about depersonalization and derealization, which is just this feeling of, disconnection from reality. Feeling like life isn't real. Feeling like nothing really makes sense. You're ungrounded. Maybe you're feeling like you're floating in space. That's what DPDR is. So if you're experiencing that, we like to talk about that on this channel. And today, I'm going to be asking ChatGPT if this thing that we're all experiencing, I've experienced a lot and a lot of y'all are experiencing, is this actually curable? That's what we're going to be asking ChatGPT today. This AI chatbot, if you've never used it before, it's an AI chatbot that gives us intelligent answers to the questions that we have. So I want to jump right into it, honestly. And like I said, we're going to ask it and figure out if we can see if there's some way that we can get back grounded into reality. Let's just come here. I want to start by asking ChatGPT, what is DPDR? It'll give a better explanation than me, and I also want a simple and brief answer. So it says DPDR stands for Depersonalization, Derealization Disorder. It's a mental health condition where you feel detached from your body or thoughts. That is such a good explanation. Like an outside observer. Wow, that's depersonalization. Derealization is the world around you feels unreal, foggy, or distant. So these two words are usually used interchangeably. I use them interchangeably. But they're two different things. So it's often triggered by trauma, stress, or anxiety. A lot of people have experienced cannabis or weed induced DPDR. I think that's where mine comes from. It could also have come from a breakup. Let's ask that. What practical things can cause this? Maybe this could help you understand, if you do have this, where it came from. So there's severe stress or anxiety, like work, relationships, financial issues, trauma, abuse, accidents, or loss of a loved one. This is definitely my category. Sleep deprivation or chronic fatigue. Sleep deprivation, that makes sense. Substance use, marijuana, hallucinogenics. I was definitely in this category right here. So if you've ever been here smoking, doing shrooms, all types of stuff like that, this is where mine came from. Certain medications or side effects, chronic pain or health conditions, intense emotional suppression or avoidance of feelings. I definitely did that as a child. So if you've experienced any of these, then you probably experienced one or two of these. Okay? So today, we're going to be asking this AI chatbot if there's any ways to cure that. So I'm going to first off say, without medication, is there a way to cure DPDR? Fingers crossed. Let's hope it says yes. Alright. So yes, DPDR can often improve without medication. Here's strategies. So first is to reduce stress. Now, before I read this, I want to say this. There's a lot of techniques and things that I've tried that didn't really work for me. I want to be completely transparent in every single video that I make. There's so many things that I've tried that haven't worked. I've done meditation, journaling, read a lot of self-help books. I've tried so many things, and most of them just don't work. That don't mean it's not going to work for you. That means most things don't work for me. I need a deeper level. So if I can get a solution here today, that means that you can get a solution. Because there's things that work for most people, and then there's things that only work for that select amount, that small percentage. So let's just go. We're gonna go deep today. All right. So first is reduce stress. Practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing and mindfulness. I've done this. It helps, but it didn't solve it. Grounding techniques. Focus on your senses. Touch a cold object or describe your surroundings. That's interesting. Describing your surroundings is so crazy good. I mean, literally, somebody was like, all right, you're sitting in your seat. What kind of seat is it? Is it a couch? Is it a chair? Is it hard? Is it soft? I want you guys to do this with me right now. Then, right now, look at something. Look at an object in the room and describe its shape. It's like a tall cylinder. And now look at its color and describe the way. What colors are on it? It's orange, it's blue, it's got like this bright highlighter yellow. It's got words on it, 2x fragrance. And then I just did that for like a couple of minutes. I'm telling you, that's probably the best grounding technique I've ever done. It's so good. So that one does work for me. But it's temporary, it's not long term. But maybe if I do it every single day, it will actually help me feel grounded in general. Improve sleep. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. That's kind of hard to do for me, I'm not going to lie. Healthy lifestyle. Exercise regularly. Eat well. Avoid substances like caffeine or alcohol. Okay? Address underlying issues. Seek therapy to process trauma, anxiety, or suppress emotions. I highly recommend therapy. Guys, I just had my first therapy session 2 days ago. It was terrible. It was horrible. It was horrible. I couldn't talk about myself at all. She talked about herself the whole time. And yeah, I ended up giving her therapy. And she wanted to schedule another session. It was bad. I'm going to get a different therapist. I don't recommend giving up on therapy if the first one doesn't work out. But yeah, it was not good. So, but I do recommend having someone to talk to about your trauma. And also, guys, never mind. That's besides the point. Stay present. Engage in activities that require focus. I love puzzles. I love like brain teaser games, stuff like that. And education. Learn about DPDR. That's what we're doing today. And it reduces the fear and the confusion about the symptoms. Find people who talk about this stuff openly. And they're not afraid to talk about it. And it becomes more normalized rather than this weird, spooky thing that we gotta hide. I know it's hard finding people in my life to talk about it. So then I share it on the internet, and then I have all these people that I talk to about it, which is really cool. And it helps. Recovery often takes time and consistent effort. Okay, so I recommend, if there's one thing in here that stood out to you, start doing that thing. Like, try to make that a daily habit, even if it's only a couple minutes. Like, for me, I was just reminded of this grounding technique, so I'm gonna start doing this more often. All right, I want to take this one step deeper. How can we take this deeper? Let's see. If these things don't work, what can I do? Let's go deeper. Let's see if we can take this robot deeper. Alright, if self-help strategies don't work, seek therapy. Yes. CBT is something you can do on your own. Cognitive behavioral therapy to challenge unhelpful thoughts. I have a book. I have a CBT workbook. And I'm sure once I go through that, it's going to help me so much. Trauma-focused therapy like EMDR for unresolved trauma. So this is working with professionals. Alright, join support groups if you guys want me to. After I keep making more videos on this, after you guys, I don't know, feel comfortable, I can make us a group, like a free group, where we can just discuss this stuff. If y'all would be interested in something like that, let me know. So connecting with others who understand it can provide validation and tips. And then rule out medical causes. Consult a doctor and check for physical conditions. Do you have thyroid issues or vitamin deficiencies? This is common. I probably have some type of vitamin deficiencies, so that would make sense. And then psychoeducation. Work with a mental health professional to understand and manage the disorder. Consistency and professional guidance often lead to breakthroughs. Okay, so we got a little bit of info. There's a couple of techniques that we can try that are very simple, like grounding exercises. I recommend that one. Feel your body. Smell the smells that you're smelling, that are in the room with you. Feel what you're sitting on. Feel your feet. And listen to the sounds around you. And these things will help ground you in those moments of distress when you're panicking. Yeah. Those things will help you. Those are self-soothing. But also, I highly recommend seeking professional help. A counselor to talk to these things about, and a therapist to talk to about these things. And if you guys like me, I'm getting certified to be a counselor. I'm doing my research. I'm doing my studies. And if you guys would want to, you could work with me and we could work on these things. But I just recommend seeking any kind of professional. Even if it's at a church, you could go to your own church and find a counselor that you could talk to about these things. And just having somebody listen. They might not even have to tell you anything. But just having someone to sit there and listen to you for like half an hour, you just talk about the things that are on your mind, that are on your soul, that are weighing you down, helped me out so much. I get this thing called spiritual direction, and in those sessions I can talk about things that I can't talk about to friends or even family, and it's so helpful. So helpful. So yeah, I recommend seeking professional help and then picking one of these techniques. One of these techniques here, like maybe reducing stress for you helps. Deep breathing, focusing on your senses. One of these things. Eating healthy, just learning more about it by watching YouTube videos or reading. Something will work. But I just want you guys to know that there is a way out. Like, you're not stuck. You're not broken. Okay? You were born without these symptoms, right? You came into the world without these symptoms. Which means that there was something that happened and they gave you these symptoms. And then eventually you'll be on the other side again where you no longer have the symptoms. Okay? I was suffering really bad, and now I'm not suffering that bad. And I suffered for 7 years. And now I'm not suffering that bad. So there's hope. There's a way out. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted you to get from this video. If that was helpful, let me know. If you have questions about it, if you feel hopeless or whatever, just let me know, so I can continue providing value in whatever way. Whatever resources you need, let me know. I want to help in any way possible, because God healed this for me, for the most part. So I want to heal this for others. I want to heal this for you. I want you to get on the other side. So let me know how I can help. That's it. God bless. I'll be praying for you.